Hello, everyone. I don't know how good you guys can hear me because I'm kind of far away. But if I start stuttering in this is a fair warning. Just got back from the hospital. It's currently the 31st. And so what I'm trying to do is record stuff before I go to work because, people want to go to work before, New Year's, okay? So this is a list of top 3 best and worst list. And if you want to know what happened to me at the hospital, it's called, what the hell is it called? It was called, Aurora, Aurora Brain, fucking hell, I don't know. I'm not editing this, I really don't care. To be fair, I don't care at the moment. It's not Aurora Therapy, god damn it. Migraine, Aurora Migraine, that's the word. And fun fact, they did not call my parents. My work called my parents. And yes, I thought I was having a seizure. Because, that's fun. My right hand went numb. Couldn't see through my right eye. Started stuttering. Anytime I stood, I started to sway. The fun stuff. And yeah, that was great. That was fucking fun. So, forgive me if I sound like I'm having an issue here because I'm not trying to. And if you hear me going like bouncing, that's me. That's normal me. Fun me. So here's how it's gonna go. I'm gonna go one good, one bad, one good, one bad, and then a little extra at the end to be like, hey, this is one that I thought could be on this list, but wasn't. So let's start with the first best one. This is a long ass intro, I'm sorry. The first one on our list has to go to Black Panther. Now, probably half of you are like, wait, Black Panther came out this year? Yeah, I actually forgot too until I was going through my list, and I was like, oh shit, it did come out this year. Now, this was a movie that actually I thought was pretty well planned out, considering, if you don't know what February is, it's Black History Month, and Black Panther actually came out at a very good time for that, especially because it was not a good, that, and when Deadpool and Infinity War, which we'll talk about Infinity War later, yes, that's on this list. Deadpool is not, though. It was good, but I'm like, it didn't go on this list. But okay, moving on. So basically, to sum up Black Panther, it was that T'Challa, after the United Nations, goes back home to Wakanda, which is a place in Africa, and so after his father has passed away due to an incident there at the United Nations, he actually becomes king. Well, in this case, it's not that they didn't want him to become king. Oh, they were all for him becoming king and all that, kind of, except for one tribe that helps them out later. There's another guy that comes out. His name is Killmonger, played by Michael T. Jordan, and what happens is that they have to fight Michael B. Jordan's character, Michael B. Jordan's character, Killmonger, actually comes in and beats T'Challa, and he's like, I'm the ruler now, bitch, fight me. And so it's basically a war against him and his people, trying to side with the new king because he won, even though he is technically from there, but he's not from there, versus T'Challa, who is the rightful king and has been king because it's down to his next generation. It's very well put together, but at the same time, people told me, afterwards, that it was very overhyped, and the overhype wasn't needed. There's also Killmonger as well. There's also the guy who plays Smeagol in Lord of the Rings is in here, which I had fun with him. Here are some issues I actually have with this. There are characters in there that kind of weren't necessary. If Michael B. Jordan's character just was him alone stealing stuff, then I guess the argument could be he couldn't do this all by himself, but he was the one at the art museum. Okay, I'm gonna have to say this now, spoilers. In the art museum, if you haven't seen it, like, he steals stuff and it's all on his own, but they are there. Like, he goes and does stuff on his own a bunch of times. Like, why does he need these people to be like, they're just killed, you know? They're T'Challa's sister and one of the guards, they're really good in this too, and also a good Stan Lee cameo. There's also the I can't remember his name, but he's the he's an officer who is with them as well. He is also from Lord of the Rings, which I thought was pretty funny. You got 2 Lord of the Ring characters. And this, like, it's very well put together. It is very well established on where this is. Wakanda actually looks like really well put together, but at the same time, it's like, we're not in there for too long. We're going to not Hong Kong, but we're going to Korea. I think it's South Korea, if I'm right. They go there for a mission, and then they leave, and then they have to go to America, and then they have to leave there. They also go to England. They also go to Africa as well. So it's not in one set location, it's multiple, which that's nice. Not to be just stuck in like New York City or Florida or London or Paris, you know, all that fun stuff. There is one part in particular which confused me, and that was, there was a part where they're in a big battle with, it's T'Challa and Killmonger, Michael B. Jordan's character, and they're fighting, but they just don't leave this certain area because I guess they figured you could be a certain strong character if you're stuck with your suit coming off half the time. And then I said this: what happens if, like, a train, like, they move the train, like, T'Challa's sister, like, moves the train to a different location, like, comes in multiple times, and his sister, and he's run over, like, T'Challa's just run over. What do you do then? Like, his suit just basically is gone because they're in that area. And I'd be like, move, get out of the way. I could be so better here. All in all, I actually rate this an 8 out of 10. It is a very good movie. And I'm kind of looking at it now. It was very overhyped. But it was a good, like, it was very well put together. And I do admit that. So, on to our first disliked movie of 2018. Shut up. Our first disliked movie is Slenderman. Now, there is a thing of a backstory on this. I said a thing, shut up. There is a backstory towards the making of this movie. If you guys don't know, a few years ago, there was a thing called the Slenderman stabbing. And I suggest you look it up because it is a very interesting story. There's also one in Indiana, where I'm from, that is the Laughing Jack murder, which as well is another creepypasta character, and I suggest you look that up as well. So, already, like, people just know Slenderman for the stabbing, and even the family of the girl in the incident, her family was like, you probably should not do this, because guess what happened? Guess what happened to my daughter? And when I first heard this, I was like, are you kidding me? We're really... Because I knew, like, there was a Russian sleep experiment. I had no idea, like, Slenderman is just this creature that basically can either chase it goes after children. It's assumed to be a he. We're not too sure, but it's mostly a he in stories. It's that he goes after children and he abducts them. He kills adults. He also comes with, like, static hints. A lot of the games having static, and there are notes left around from other people. It's not just him, it's from other people warning about this Slenderman character roaming around these woods to abduct people. And that's what interests a bunch of people, because on YouTube there are a bunch of people like Marble Hornets, and so, like, there are more, like Everman Hive and all that. They make it to where you don't know if they're gonna live. There's, like, no real way to tell what happens. Like, if you've seen the end of Marble Hornets is just that's it. You can't win against Slenderman because you don't know him. You can't really defeat him. He's unstoppable. He can teleport. He can mess with your mind. He does whatever. And I will say for this movie that the visual effects are really, like, for what they do, it's more jumpy effects. I'm moving. I'm sorry if you hear me moving. So let's go with the story. The story is basically about 3 girls that play a Slenderman game that's on the internet, which is not true if you're trying to go with real Slenderman lore. It's just that he appears and he tries to get you. Like, he tries to kill you. He messes with your mind. It's all that. Actually, I just, like, looked on the corner here. It's 4 girls. I forgot. No, like, I seriously forgot. I really forgot that there was 4 because it's so early on. Okay. And then, so they do this website where they go and watch this video, of course, kind of like The Ring and such, or the new remake of The Ring. I'm sorry. They watch this video, and it's just like, you're gonna die. That's it. Like, he comes after you one by one, which is not how the lore goes, but, you know, it's whatever. And so one goes missing on a trip, the other one just goes insane, and then, like, the 2 are abducted by Slenderman. Now, that's pretty much it. Actually, I take that back. The sister of one of them as well is, like, messed up from this. And at the end, it's kind of, like, narrated to where, like, the sister is telling her story. After, like, years this has happened, and, like, her sisters are still missing, but, like, their one friend is still insane. Like, she's not been right since. The good things in this. Like, there's some of the imagery that's really good. I like how they kind of make Slenderman not really noticeable, but, like, his movements are kind of like tree sound effects. They actually, in this, try to give him something in return to not be, like, abducted, and you have to cover your eyes, and that's why the one girl goes insane, is that you're supposed to give up something that you love. Like, it's supposed to be a picture, like the girl who goes insane, a picture of her father, the only picture of her father. One of them is like a love note, and so forth. So my question is, why didn't she go through it, and what would have happened if they would go through it? It's not really known, but that's the legend of, like, you watch the video. If you watch the video, here's what happens. You have to give up something that, like, is valuable to you. So yeah, it's like, if I didn't have anything valuable to give up, would I be, like, technically like myself? Would that work? Or would it be like a family member? I'm not too sure. There's not much good in this, to be fair. I understand why people were like, you probably shouldn't have made this because it's Slenderman stabbing and this and that and blah, blah, blah. But I was just like, I mean, they got it to the big screen. It's whatever. The poster itself as well was like, you're not interesting. If you're gonna make a poster, even with Slenderman, you could have had it, like, more, like, disturbing. Could have had it, like, glitched too. Like, if you, I have the, I'm not having any other, like, trailers because, you know, YouTube and stuff, but I just had the picture, and that's, like, the only thing I've seen for, like, 3 months was that picture of Slenderman just, like, in a frozen thing. I also like in this as well for Slenderman that, like, he could just go through doors, which I thought was funny. And, like, they have the phone cameras on all the time too, so it's basically just Slenderman going. That's it. He just goes through the door. The camera doesn't go off or anything, and I'm like, Slenderman, how do you have such good reception? They also hint on this as well, like, that it's not like they don't show them, but they hint at Masky and Hoodie. They're not creepypasta. Fair, not creepypasta. Marble Hornets. They kind of, like, hint at it, like how, like, the camera work is, like, human level and not, like, tall Slenderman level. Which I was like, okay, if you're gonna do Slenderman, I guess you could have done that, you know. But at the same time, it's like, what? But why would you have it, like, regular level? Even then, it's like, what are you doing? There's one like I said, spoilers, the end of Slenderman is that they're absorbed into this tree that's like dead. Certain people are. And I'm like, but why? Like, really? Why? It's a good point. Why? Like, why are they going to a tree? It would be so cool, like, to see Slenderman, like, eat them. Because he doesn't, he doesn't rip up people. He doesn't absorb them. It's the tree. Or make them go insane. Because in, like, other stuff, like, he's said to rip people apart. He's messed with their minds. He's, like, talked to them. If you look on YouTube, I know it's not real, but there's a recording of, like, him, like, messing with these children's minds and, like, make them be like, we're fine, we're really fine, bye-bye, bye, operator. I think this upset me more because knowing the lore more from, it's the lore that interests, I think, a bunch of people, and including the incident of the Slenderman stabbing. And that's what drew people away as well, was like they remembered that and they were like, we probably shouldn't do this. This is bringing back times. So yeah, let's move on to the number 2 best movie of this year. Our second best one is, you guessed it, Infinity War. Oh my god. Am I excited for Captain Marvel? Oh my god. Like, okay, I have to go a little backstory on this before I actually go to, like, kind of the thing with Infinity War. Because it's everyone from Infinity War. It's got the new Homecoming. It's got Black Panther, Ant-Man, everyone. Everyone's here. The thing that my buddies at work and I had was that we had a bet on who was gonna die. And if you don't know who dies in this, then skip over it, because, yeah, there's spoilers in this. And also, it's like, this came out in, like, April. They moved it. We still had the poster when it was supposed to be in May. And they moved it, because at the same time this was going on, this, Solo, which was the Star Wars, shut up. Then there was Deadpool as well, came in, because I remember it was Solo, Infinity, and then it was Deadpool at the very end, because we're like, oh my god, we got 3 big blockbuster movies. What do we do? So our bet was, it was between me and a couple of my buddies. It was that Captain America was gonna die. I said that Thor was gonna get terribly injured, which he already was, but, like, more than what he was. That Ant-Man was gonna die, and that there was gonna be another character that we wouldn't have known, and we were debating on if it was gonna be either Spider-Man or it was gonna be one of the Guardians of the Galaxy. We weren't wrong on some of them. Oh my god. And also, straight up after, if you don't know, Spider-Man says, Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. If you have not, because we were saying that throughout the whole time we were there, like, during the credits, waiting for, like, the end credits with Captain Marvel. We were like, Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. Mr. Good, I don't feel so Stark. It was, oh my god. Oh my god. So, to sum it up, it's basically that Thanos has come to Earth to try and find these stones for the Infinity Gauntlet. One of them is with Doctor Strange. One of them is with, I forget his fucking name, Scarlet Witch, and what the fuck is his name? Vision. Oh my god, Vision. One's in Vision, because we knew he was gonna die, like, straight up. Everyone, I think, knew he was gonna die, because we knew he wasn't gonna make it. One of them, Gamora had, and then there was more and more. Because I didn't, like, there are some characters you don't expect to come back. You're like, wait, how'd you get here? And it's just like, editing. And also, they got the Stanley cameo out like that, with Spidey Boy driving the bus. There you go. Gone. Because I think they knew. And now I'm kind of like, now I want to see, like, if they have, like, him in it. Because he's, like, even after he goes, it's just like, he's there. That'd be cool. He's just, like, there. He's like, I never die. Guys, I just have a great idea. What if, like, they already had a scene for Stan Lee? Like, he was the superhero all along. He's just like, I've been watching you, Thanos, for a while. And now it's time for you to stop and give everyone back. See, that'd be cool. Like, he just beat the shit out of him. Because, of course, you can use, like, the fake CGI and stuff. Like, give him a cool suit and all that. Because we need a cool Stan Lee. We need a cool Stan Lee. There's also... Someone make that Stan Lee movie! Oh, my God! Anyway, but I can't say more about it because it's you have to watch it, because if you're like a fan, like everyone was like waiting, anticipating this movie of Infinity War forever, because it was like, oh shit's gonna be fucked up. Guardians and everyone be put together since Captain America versus Iron Man. It was like, oh my god, what are we doing? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Some things I don't like. They kept so many of my people. Dude, we're not going to die here. Goodbye, T'Challa. Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. Why you gotta leave Tony alone? My baby Tony. There's only one way to go, and if I didn't pick this path, then we all would have died. Fuck off, Doctor Strange. I love you, but shut up. There are, like, some times where you don't know, like, you're like, it cuts to one thing, and you're like, how is my Spidey boy doing? How is, Star-Lord doing? How is Gamora doing? What's Thanos doing? And it's just like, come on, we need to pick up the pace, come on. So, all in all, this is actually pretty good. Actually, I forgot to write Slenderman. Slenderman gets a 3 out of 10. I'll have to put that in there, or I'll forget, you know. For Infinity War, this gets a 9 out of 10. This is... you can't go any higher, because it's just like, people didn't expect a bunch of stuff, and you're just like, come the fuck on. Ender's Game is gonna kill us. Like, after Captain Marvel, it's gonna get us hyped up, because, like, after that, a month after Captain Marvel, which is in March, comes April with... you know what would be shitty? Is that if they just put Captain Marvel that week, then afterwards, Ender's Game, like, they moved it, like, after Ender's Game. That'd be so... oh my god, that'd be so mean, because they did that. We still had the poster when it was, like, in May, and I don't know how much money it is now, but it's not a misprint. They just moved it because they were, like, so eager, just like us. They probably were ahead of schedule, and they're like, move it up. We can do it. Oh my god. I'm so ready for Ender's Game. On to our second worst. Our second worst one comes in a sequel. Dun, da, 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 Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. There are so many mistakes in this movie, it's not even funny. Not only did we see Infinity War with Chris Pratt, but we also seen Chris Pratt again in Fallen Kingdom. Now, excuse me, I'm listening to my sister play TikTok. It's not even funny anymore, excuse me. But basically, have you seen Jurassic Park 2? Yeah, this is Jurassic World 2. So, basically, sum it up, the island where the dinosaurs were is being erupted because of a volcano. Shocker. They have to go and save the dinosaurs. Why? I don't know. Like, for real, I don't know. But turns out that there are people there to come get the dinosaurs to sell them off. Yeah. Can you hint at what one they're trying to get to? And so there's another plot point where the fuck is his name? The guy who owns the park. I don't remember. I'm too high for this. I'm not high. I'm joking. But he has a granddaughter who is genetically modified from her dead mother. Like, how? I don't know. Because that's not how it happens. It's not like dinosaurs. It's not like animals. Humans are very different, so it's already confusing. And that her plot point is that she's lived in this place where they've been selling these dinosaurs and making other creations and blah blah blah. That's it. They have Blue back, that's basically it, and then a fight with another giant dinosaur. The T-Rex comes. I will say one thing that is cool about this is that they go inside one of the little spheres from the first one and go through the water. Now that's really cool. And then they come up from the water and see all the disaster. They also try to make us feel sad for this, like, long neck dinosaur because, I don't know, I guess they want to. And also, fun fact, that same dinosaur was actually the same one from Jurassic Park, where it was trying to eat the leaves and it was standing on its hind legs. Now that's quite an interesting fact. So, there's also another dinosaur that they genetically modified and were showing it to the public, and it's, I don't know, its Namosaurus. So yeah, that's the one that Blue kills. What are the good things about it besides that one sphere thing? Chris Pratt, that's pretty much it. And the one lady. Why do they have to make a breakup? Like, what's the point of that? What was the point? There was no point. They were gonna get back together in this anyway, and they basically adopted this girl while they're trying to, like, get these dinosaurs, because also, near the end, spoiler, don't care, this whole thing is a spoiler, but at the end, there's a poisonous gas that is released, and, the dinosaurs are released, and they're trying to break out, but Chris Pratt and what's-her-name are just like, these dinosaurs, they're gonna die. This is so tragic. I had to do it. Little girl, what the fuck is your deal? They're just like me. No, the difference between you and them are that you're a thing from your mother because your father or your grandpa basically was like, I miss my daughter. I want her back. And so he got you and didn't fill the void, but at the same time, whatever. And dinosaurs basically went extinct. We still don't know how they've been brought back to life. It's Dr. Grant. It took me 4 minutes to figure out it was Dr. Grant. I'm fucking pissed at myself now. I hate myself. Whoever commented, like, it's Dr. Grant at minute whatever, because I just figured it out. Like I said, I've been in the hospital. I've been trying to get better. Can you not? Yeah, fun. It was fun. It was all great. So, what do I give this? It being a not only knockoff, terrible sequel. Let's go with 2. Yeah, because it has no excuse. It had every opportunity to be different. The opening, again, is like from the first or the second one. It's from the third one of Jurassic Park, where the dinosaur kills this person and people watching awe. So yeah, it's like, what the hell ever. Next to the best third one. Now on to the last third best on our list is Into the Spider-Verse, with our last Stanley cameo with his voice that we may not know of, which it is a good cameo. It is a very, like, inspirating quote. Inspirating? I don't know what I'm saying anymore. The story goes, and also, before I go into this movie came out like a couple weeks before Christmas or the week before Christmas, so I got to see that, and it's very good, actually. For it being like how it looks from Sony, it actually is not a bad story, but at the same time, again, it doesn't come without its issues. Excuse me. Miles Morales is one day being a normal kid when he's beaten by a radioactive spider. He finds out that, as well as him, Spider-Man is a thing. Yeah, Spider-Man. He's alive during this, don't worry. Unbeknownst, like what the Venom ending showed you. But what happens is that Spider-Man's just like, I can help you, and then dies because who's the bad guy besides Dr. Octo Woman? I forget his name. He's the big guy, whatever his name is. But regardless, what happens is that there are portals that are opened up from this device after Spider-Man is killed, and another Peter Parker from a different dimension, who is Spider-Man, comes into the world and is just like, hey, yo, I'm Spider-Man. He's like, wait, Spider-Man just died. I didn't die. It's Peter B. Parker. What happened to him is, to shorten it up, is that he was with Mary Jane. They had issues, like she wanted to start a family. They broke off, so he got depressed, and yeah, now he's kind of a fat Spider-Man. Along with this, we have we have Gwen Stacy, who was in Miles Morales' school, who as well was a result for this vortex rip. And then also Nicolas Cage plays Nor Spider-Man, like the black and white Spider-Man, that was pretty funny. And then there's the Japanese little girl and her robot, I forget her name, and then there's Porky Pig Spider-Man, whatever. He's not in it, like, he talks a little bit, but he's not talked. He doesn't get a lot of screen time, which I think we're all thankful for that, because we're like, we don't want an annoying dude to talk. We don't want him to speak. So what they have to do is they have to try and figure out a way to be able to get back to their dimension, or else they'll be erased from existence entirely. And so already from this first rip, there's already like stuff that is messed up, like some street signs and some buildings. Well, after the villain tries it again, guess what? More stuff starts to fucking break. And so throughout this, like, they're like, hey, Miles, can you kind of set this one out? And Miles is just like, no, I literally was told I have to save this place because my broken USB. And they're like, are you sure you have to? Are you sure you're Spider-Man? Besides, you can stick to walls and shit. And he's like, yes, I am. And then, yeah, they have the death of a family member that you know is the villain, but you are like, it shouldn't be, but you know. And if you know the ending, they get back to the other world, yada, yada, yada. It's all. And the Stan Lee cameo, if you don't know, is basically the suit fits all. It's not that. I'm going to actually cut this out, maybe. Stan Lee's cameo is very, like, his quote in it is very well put. It's basically saying that anyone can wear the suit. Anyone can wear this suit. No return policy. Thank you, Stan Lee. I love you, Stan Lee, so much. He never actually got to see this. The week he passed away, he was actually in a little he was an Easter egg in the Wreck-It Ralph, and I think he was probably gonna love this movie because it was actually really good. It was really cool. It was different. It's different from what we're all used to. See? So yeah. Some bad things about this. He doesn't tell anyone, or no one, like, remembers that Miles just became Spider-Man. He just learned how to, like, swing from his, like, webs of, like, when they needed to. He just found out he can use electricity. He just realized, like, he can have, like, some sort of strength and all that. So it's like, why are people, like, so upset, like, saying he can't do anything? Guys, he literally just got bitten by a radioactive spider. He does not know what the fuck he's doing. Why do we not remember this? You need to teach the kid, otherwise this shit would happen. And it did. Another bad thing is, like, they had, I know, like, where Miles Morales, like, his universe is that Spider-Man is just kind of a nuisance, and that he's kind of like, if the police wanted him, they'd call him, but it's just like, but if Spider-Man causes more destruction than he saves, yada, yada, yada. But at the same time, it's just like, can you not, for a second, Dad, talk about Spider-Man? For real? Can I just do what I want and not hear you talk about Spider-Boy? Please? I wanted them to be like, Spider-Man. I wanted one of them to say, I don't feel so good. I wanted that, but, you know, never. Also, there are Rubik's Cubes. Thank you, Nicolas Cage. Yes, that is pretty cool, too. Nicolas Cage, that's all you hear from him. It's just like, Nicolas Cage. It's Nicolas Cage. So, on to our last worst list, actually, I gotta say. I give this one An 8 out of 10 as well. Next one. And our last worst will be Fantastic Beasts, Grim Worlds, whatever. For real, like where the first one took it, I was like, okay, they could take it this way. They could go this way. They can go this way. No, they're just like, do you remember that happy couple you thought were gonna get together? Ha! Not. Do you remember that? Those two, the other couple that you wanted to get together. Yeah, let's have him be like in a potion of being in love and wanting to marry, even though he was in love with you. Why did you rush him? Now he doesn't know if you're gonna put him any spells or not. It's like, what the hell? And also, Johnny Depp actually didn't do too bad. He was fine. This is a movie that probably should have been written into a book, because what you tried to do did not come across very well. You are okay. Ningini and whatever the fuck his name is, that one guy, are supposed to be going I'm watching my cat scratch at the fucking wall. Nope, never mind. Whatever. This is unedited. I really don't care. But if you're going to have these characters like us follow him around and be like, where's my mommy? Yeah, she's oh no, the lady who can help me tell me where my mommy is. I know where your mommy is. Where's my mommy? You killed my mommy. You killed your brother. I killed my brother, so fuck you. At least you're alive. I went to a terrible orphanage. Yeah, it's like, why do we care about that? The chick that I kind of liked was, she was a strange. I don't remember anyone's name. Like, stupid cat. I don't even remember hardly anyone's name. That's how bad this was, because I forgot everyone. Because I had watched the movie before we went to see Grimswold. And I was like, okay, they could either have, like, the sister kind of come back in, like, from the orphanage. The sister come back in and be like, I know where he is, or I can help you find your mom. And he'd be like, really? Why didn't you tell me? You never asked. And also, I wasn't allowed to speak to you because of witches and stuff. And he was like, okay, show me. And she'd take him to, like, this place that's run down, or, like, they just go on this adventure where Grimswold is kind of, like, chasing after him and being like, hey, if you get rid of your sister, you can get some wizard powers and be able to control him. And he's like, really? And he's like, yeah. And that'd be kind of funny. But that probably wouldn't happen. Johnny Depp was the only one that actually was like, you're fine, whatever. Because everyone seemed like they died in, like, the last movie, because it's just like, brother, you know if you could do it. No. Brother, no. Brother, I love you. No, go away. And also, if you're going to have Dumbledore, if you're going to have him be gay, I don't care. I think it's been, like, rumored that for years. If you're going to have him do anything, have him do something. He did nothing. He literally did jack shit. Why have him in here? Oh, he's at Hogwarts. He's a teacher at Hogwarts. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. What else? No, seriously. What else would he do? You put him in this movie. Why? What else is he there for besides to be like, oh, my boo, he's being a bad boy. I might have to go over and get him and spank him like old time's sake. So fuck off. Like, if you're gonna be in this movie, do something besides be like, magic trick, here's a card to wherever the fuck. Then there was this, then they had, like, this ceremony for Grimswold where he's just like, come with me, children, and come and, follow me, your savior. And where one of the main characters was just like, I'll go with you, and it's Queenie. It was fucking Queenie went with him, and her lover was just like, oh god. And we're just like, can you go home now? You're really not helping anyone. You literally are just there to run around and tell jokes, like tell one-liners. Nangini, I wanted to know more about her because all we really knew about her was that, like, she was in this circus, and if she transforms a few more times, that she could be stuck that way, and that's kind of like where Voldemort comes in with Nagini. So that's fun. They even say, like, there goes the cat again, but they even say, like, what's his name is Dumbledore, and I'm like, why'd you name him Dumbledore? Like, what's the point? There's no point. There really wasn't a point. This is why it should have been a book. I think, like, what J.K. Rowling was probably afraid of was, like, the stuff that happened with Harry Potter, because I'm sure people would go to the Midnight Book, stop it, the Midnight Book openings and stuff. I blame everything on this cat. See, even my cat is just like, no more Grimswald, no more Grimswald. I give this a 1, because whatever direction you had it set for went a total backward 180. Because it's like, you could go this way to where, if we're going to have Grimswald, like, he could do pretty much a lot of bad shit, and you can actually, like, he can do so much more. Like, he can turn to anyone. He could actually be, like, I don't remember his name. That's bothering me. Where his new last name is Dumbledore. He was with Nagini. Like, he could have been, like, other places and been, like, trying to divert him off. Or being, like, he could look like his mom and make him go with him and be like, my child, if you're not with me, then guess what? Hogwarts is going to come and kill me. That's why I've been running away. That's why I give you away. You need to help me, my son. They were actually trying to kill you because they were after me this whole time. And that would have made so much more sense, actually, now that I think about it. Just, yeah, you could have done so much more. Actually, you could have been like, my child, I am actually your papa. Come sit on daddy's lap. And it's just like, I was only looking for my mom. Well, I'm your papa. Because they don't actually say what happens to dad. They don't know what happens. They ain't say anything either. So it's it's like, whatever. What's the good thing about this? Nothing. I literally can't think of one good thing. Besides being like, oh, I know that person. And that guy who looked like Drake Bell. Like, for real, I kept saying, oh, that's Drake Bell. That's Drake Bell. There's not one character that looked like Drake Bell. But I was like, it's Drake Bell. It's Drake Bell. That's it. And now on to our mystery movie. Yeah, I put in a mystery movie. Fuck you. I can do what I want. This is my show now. Now, one that I was like, this is so bad, it's good, it's bad, is The Meg. Because after I got through watching this movie, I was with a group of my sister's friends, and we were like, oh, this movie was so funny. It's got the guy from Vine. But wait, this doesn't make sense. And this doesn't. And this doesn't. Actually, this whole movie doesn't make sense. Also, I can't play any trailers because, YouTube and stuff. But there's a scene or a trailer that the Meg is coming out from underneath. And it's like this giant megalodon coming under on this boat with this dog. Yeah, that doesn't even come up once. Doesn't even go above the boat. So yeah, that's one thing. I don't remember anyone's name because it's been a while, but basically they have this project for underwater that's for the underwater marine life that's being watched, and this guy's ex-wife and 2 other people were hit by this boat, and they have so little time. Also, fun fact, she's injured by a screwdriver in her side, so she'd probably be bleeding out. She probably wouldn't be staying up for long. This is after they're hit by something, megalodon, So what ends up happening is probably that shark would probably be on them like wheat on toast, because, yeah, wheat on toast, butter on toast, bacon and eggs, ketchup and fries. Yes. That shark would be all over her, because if a shark, even smells a little bit of blood, it's a frenzy. It doesn't matter, megalodon or not. That thing would try and swallow that submarine whole. So then they have like these two people try and save him. One of them doesn't live, blah blah blah. It's such a tragedy. They forget him later on. Then they decide there's something deep down there that we found. What is it? A megalodon. Roll credits, even though it's just called the Meg. So yeah, the Meg actually followed them, almost like chomping, like dent marks. But if you've looked up the bite, like they've estimated the bite size of the megalodon, it could bite through that glass easily. So yeah, that's already just like one thing. So they get a team to try and kill the Meg. They do, but there's another one that had escaped through that same place. So they gotta kill it. They kill it, yeah. Before it comes to the near the surface where a bunch of people are. And yes, these people decide to go not towards land, but on this little dock where everyone tries to. And there's a scene with this fucking kid where we're just like, go away. I hope you get eaten. No one cares. No one cares. And also, this megalodon would not be able to go through. I'm not sorry for that one. But what happens is that what actually would happen would be that megalodon can't go towards that top surface because of how big it would be. It'd get stuck. And also, they say in the movie that if we call the National Guard, that they'd think we sound crazy. Well, I think I'd rather sound fucking crazy than let a bunch of people die and the National Guard not even know about this. Yeah, the National Guard is not alerted at all. No Army, no Navy, no Air Force, no nothing is alerted except for these people. And they are leaving. Like, they're gone. And also, you do have the love interest, like the main tough guy, the main smart scientist woman get together because she has a kid as well. I forget what they call him. It's, no, it's one of those movies. So this one actually was pretty funny. I thought it was funny. Like, a bunch of stuff I thought from it was funny. I also liked how, like, some of the scenes with the shark was just like, that's kind of goofy. That's really goofy. So this is the end because I'm stupid tired now, because I was like, this is gonna be my best one, this is gonna be so funny, the end one. And then I realized, no, I'm really tired because I have work and I have everything else. So happy I almost said 2020, but 2019, folks, of whatever's 2018, because we're already getting screwed over. So to be fair, my voice keeps getting higher and higher because I'm very, very bored, and I'm running on a Coca-Cola and a Christmas tree Reese's. So, I'm working on the third Disney Princess movie. I don't know how long it is, but the video got corrupted, so I have to actually find the original movies. I had to find the original, like, Little Mermaid. I had to find the original Jasmine, and I had to fix those because it's corrupted. Like, I'll show in the video that the Snow White one is corrupted and how, like, broken it was, because it was every single one that I tried, because I have this on DVD and it's corrupted. Like, it was fine when I watched it, and then I, like, put it into the little my computer here, it started, like, to glitch and stuff, and I was like, oh my god, because it has the yellow bar up there, but, like, on my iPhone, everything else is fine, but just for some reason, I still don't know why. So I'll probably be watching more movies still in 2019, you know what I mean? So, ones that I didn't get to see this year: Welcome to Marwin, Aqua Boy, and yeah, that's the only two I really wanted to watch. Because I have the movies I watched, I just ain't put them up. Actually, me who probably still doesn't want to edit, just put up at the end here what movies I did see, even though they didn't make a list. And also, Bohemian Rhapsody was close. Like, I wanted to put it at number 3, but I was like, it was Spider-Verse because I remember both of them, but I'm just like, So I shall see y'all in the next one. I don't have an ending. Peace? Yeah, sure. Peace.